one more thing I gotta say. This is really important. So, for the boys who've grown up in this particular condition, don't harbor the hatred. Also, a lot of times you aren't really given, you don't feel like you were given an opportunity to express and given an opportunity to deal with a lot of the emotional toil in your past. Don't, I'm not saying don't get mad at your mom. You can do that in your personal life, punch a pillow, get mad, cry, stuff like that. You might never actually get that reconciliation. It might never happen. Nothing might ever happen. But at the very least, you can forgive the person at the deepest level. You can forgive them because at the end of the day, either they know they did it or they don't know they did it. So you could be holding on to that and they could probably not even be aware. Or if they are, let's say you go up to them and you tell them and you make them aware of what happened. Maybe they don't want to, maybe they either don't want to admit it or they don't even think it's true, right? Or maybe they deflect, or maybe they're not comfortable with you bringing them that kind of emotional distress. Maybe that's just unnerving. So then you just think, oh, I can't bring it to them because, you know, I guess my childhood's over, right? I can no longer cry and have my issues dealt with. I have to deal with them myself. So then, yeah, that's the answer. Then deal with it yourself. Deal with your emotional problems yourself. I think that's the optimal thing to do because at the end of the day, you're never gonna get whatever it is you think you should get. And if you do, count it as a gift, but don't try to get it, you know. Just let go of the issue. Forgive them as much as you can. Don't hate them. Any hatred is not good. So you want to eliminate that as much as possible. You want to eliminate hatred because generally speaking, and this is my opinion, this is my perspective, you become what you hate. You become what you hate. So you want to make sure you don't hate the person. And an example, the reason why I said you become what you hate is think about it. You got a lot of black people right now thinking that you know there's a lot of racism and there's racism's just everywhere, and that's it's okay to be cognizant of bad behaviors and stuff like that, but when you start projecting those bad behaviors onto people who may or may not actually be committing those behaviors, so like just some random person on the street and you're just looking at them, or even you say something that stems from your own trauma, that hatred that you have for that person or those group of people who do those bad things, guess what? You become those people who do those bad things. It's really messed up, and it's almost like, no, that's no way, it's impossible. That's not how that works. That's exactly how that works. um, I don't understand it myself, but intuitively it makes sense. And the last thing is, um, yeah, so this is something I intimately understand, and it's also something that I'm growing away from as well. So in a way, I'm on the same journey. All right, that's it. This is the Iron Sun, and it's the last of the topic of I'm the mother and the father.